12 billion miles from Earth, in the uncharted abyss beyond our solar system, Voyager 2 has transmitted a signal that defies comprehension. This wasn't routine data, not a predictable stream of cosmic measurements. It was something else, erratic, structured, and utterly alien to our understanding. Scientists, staring at their screens in quiet disbelief, have called this an impossible encounter, a moment that shatters the boundaries of known physics. What did Voyager 2 stumble upon in the interstellar void? Was it a fleeting glitch in the fabric of space, a phenomenon we can't yet grasp, or something far more unsettling, a presence that noticed our tiny probe? Let's journey into the darkness, because Voyager 2 may have just uncovered a truth we're not prepared to face. The story of Voyager 2 is one of audacity born from simplicity. In the mid-1960s, a young researcher, armed with little more than a pencil and a star chart, uncovered a rare celestial alignment. Every 176 years, the outer planets, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune, form a cosmic pathway, their gravitational fields aligning to slingshot a spacecraft across vast distances. This discovery sparked a bold vision, and in 1977, Voyager 2 launched into the unknown. Unlike its sibling, designed for quick glimpses of Jupiter and Saturn, Voyager 2 was the true wanderer, tasked with a grand tour. It reached Uranus in 1986, revealing a pale blue world with faint rings and hidden moons. By 1989, it unveiled Neptune's violent winds and icy mysteries. It captured images of geysers erupting on distant moons, storms raging in alien atmospheres, and worlds far more dynamic than we dared imagine. But after Neptune, its cameras darkened, its primary mission complete. Or so it seemed. In reality, Voyager 2 was embarking on its most perilous voyage into the uncharted frontier of interstellar space. In 2018, Voyager 2 achieved what no other spacecraft with active instruments had. It pierced the heliopause, the boundary where the sun's influence fades and the interstellar medium takes hold. This was humanity's first true step into the cosmic ocean. What it found there stunned researchers. While its counterpart detected turbulent magnetic fields at the solar system's edge, Voyager 2's crossing was strangely serene. The magnetic environment was stable, almost unnaturally so, defying decades of models predicting chaotic fluctuations tied to the sun's cycles. It was as if the probe had entered a realm untouched by stellar turbulence. But then, something stranger emerged. Faint oscillations appeared in the plasma wave data, rhythmic, persistent, and unlike any known cosmic signature. These weren't the echoes of distant stars or galactic noise. They were local, emanating from the space around the probe. What was Voyager 2 nearing? A field? A force? Or something that didn't belong in our equations? The term impossible carries weight, but Voyager 2's encounter earned it. During a routine transmission, the global network of radio dishes tracking the probe received a signal unlike any other. It was fragmented, corrupted, but not chaotic. The data carried a deliberate structure, as if something had intercepted and reshaped it mid-journey. For a fleeting moment, contact with Voyager 2 was lost entirely. Then, without explanation, the probe realigned its antenna, reconnecting on its own, a maneuver it was never programmed to perform. When the signal stabilized, it carried anomalies that chilled engineers. Magnetic spikes with no apparent source, radiation patterns alien to any known stellar phenomenon, and a subtle shift in trajectory. The probe, hadn't just drifted, it had moved, as if responding to an unseen force. Official statements attributed the event to cosmic interference or aging hardware. But privately, some called it the encounter, because Voyager 2's path was no longer entirely its own. Something had altered it. Not us, not chance, but perhaps contact. Consider the silent passenger aboard Voyager 2, the golden record, a gold-plated disc etched with Earth's sounds, images, and greetings. It's a cosmic message in a bottle designed to speak to the unknown, to invite discovery. What if something found it? The structured signal, the unexplained realignment, the nearby oscillations, all point to a haunting possibility. Voyager 2 may have crossed a boundary where space isn't empty but inhabited. Perhaps it grazed a cloud of exotic particles, a natural anomaly we can't yet define. Or perhaps it brushed against something deliberate, something that recognized the probe's presence. After the encounter, Voyager 2's orientation shifted again, its antenna tilting not toward the stars, but fractionally back toward Earth. A coincidence, some argue, a routine correction. Others see purpose, a gesture we can't yet interpret. A small but growing chorus of scientists wonders if the probe crossed a threshold, encountering something that defies our language of physics. If so, this was no mere anomaly. It was a beginning. Precision defines survival in deep space. Voyager 2's every movement, its antenna alignment, its data bursts, is governed by meticulous code written decades ago. That's why the next discovery was so unnerving. Post-encounter, the probe's attitude, the direction its instruments faced, had changed. This wasn't a minor wobble or a glitch. It was a deliberate reorientation, uncommanded by mission control. The probe systems are built to correct only specific errors like signal loss or drift, but no such triggers were detected. Diagnostics revealed no mechanical faults, no cosmic debris impacts, no sensor failures. The probe had chosen to redirect its gaze, as if drawn to something beyond our reach. Was it evading an obstacle? Tracking a presence? Engineers scrambled to explain it, running simulations that returned no answers. The implications were stark. Voyager 2 had acted outside its design. In the vast silence of interstellar space, a machine built by human hands had made a choice. The question now is simple, yet terrifying. Why? Days after the encounter, the situation grew stranger. Voyager 2 ceased transmitting scientific data. It wasn't offline. Telemetry confirmed its systems were operational, its power steady, its temperature stable. But its instruments, those measuring cosmic rays, magnetic fields, plasma waves, fell silent. The probe had muted its own voice. No public announcement followed, though internal debates raged. Was this a failsafe? A glitch in 1970s circuitry? Or something more? A leaked report hinted at an autonomous suppression protocol, a term absent from Voyager's original programming. If the silence was intentional, it suggests the probe encountered something its systems couldn't process or weren't allowed to transmit. The absence of data became its own message, a void louder than any signal. What could overwhelm a machine built to measure the cosmos? What could compel it to withhold its findings? The silence lingers, a puzzle with no edges, a question with no answer. The scientific community, once unified in its awe of Voyager's journey, now buzzes with theories. Some cling to physics, proposing the probe pass through a stream of dark plasma, a theoretical state of matter unique to interstellar space. Such a medium could disrupt sensors, bend magnetic fields, and explain the anomalies, yet it fails to account for the signal's structured corruption. Others venture further. exploring ideas once confined to the fringes. A small group of researchers, studying the signal's patterns, noted similarities to compressed data formats used in early terrestrial computing. The structure wasn't random. It resembled intent, though its meaning remains elusive. More radical voices suggest passive technology, a dormant relic, a cosmic sentinel left to watch the void. If Voyager 2 triggered such a device, its response might not be a signal, but an action, a nudge, a redirection, a warning. Each theory stretches our understanding, but none fully explains the encounter. Something out there altered the probe's behavior, and that fact alone reshapes our view of the cosmos. The Voyager mission was always more than a scientific endeavor. It was a testament to human ambition, a fragile machine carrying our dreams into the infinite. Now, with Voyager 2 acting unpredictably, those dreams carry a shadow. Every signal it sends could be its last. Every moment of contact, a fragile gift. Yet we listen, because even its silence speaks. It tells us of a universe vast and unknowable, of boundaries we've only begun to touch. If Voyager 2 truly encountered something real, aware and active, then humanity stands at a precipice. The implications cascade. New science, new fears, new questions about our place in the cosmos. Defense strategies might shift, philosophies might crumble, and our understanding of existence might fracture. Or perhaps we'll turn away, dismissing the encounter as noise in the data, because believing demands too much. To believe is to accept that Voyager 2 is no longer just a probe. It's a herald, carrying a message we may not be ready to hear. Voyager 2 was never meant to endure this long, to drift this far, to face the impossible. Its plutonium heart fades, its circuits age, yet it persists, a relic of human ingenuity piercing the cosmic dark. Perhaps that's why it found something, because it wasn't supposed to. In a universe of silence, this tiny machine may have crossed an unseen line, entering a realm we can't yet define. What it encountered didn't shout or strike. It whispered, it nudged, it redirected. We can analyze the data, debug the systems and debate the theories, but we can't unmake the moment. Something is out there, beyond our models, beyond our rules. It may have heard our golden record and answered, not with words but with action, with interference, with silence. Voyager 2 didn't just cross a physical boundary, it crossed a frontier of meaning. It's no longer merely a machine. It's a witness, perhaps a messenger, maybe a warning. The question isn't just what it found, but what happens next. What happens when the cosmos responds? Let that silence settle. Then ask yourself, was this a cosmic fluke, or the first contact we've both feared and yearned for? Share your thoughts below. Stay curious and keep watching the stars for answers.